Hi roses, welcome back to the channel. Roses are red. If you're new, hit the like button and subscribe button. I'm so grateful for everyone here watching. So the vibe is you reach for the stars. Okay, so you aim for the stars and land it on Mars. That's the vibe, overall energy. You reach for the stars and land it on Mars. There's a reason why they don't see what's coming. So the vibe here, and I don't want to harp on it for too long, but the vibe here is that, yeah, people are saying they're exposing themselves, but they don't realize what they're exposing is ignorance. They don't realize that they're showing that they don't really know what's going on for a reason. Like, they're being kept in the dark for a reason, because there's only a certain amount of people who are reaching this new place. And this person, or maybe this group that's being called out right now, they are in a lack mindset. Even if they have more than enough money to pay bills and go on vacations or whatever the case is, not really about the money, it's about the energy. The money has an energy of abundance or lack. You could either not have enough, you could never have enough. Some people think like that. They could be a millionaire and have this mindset that it's never enough in order to get more, because, you know, whatever the case is, they're winning. They have a lot of money. That's what I'm getting. But because they're in a lack mindset, they're not welcome in this new place, and they're gonna stay in this poor mindset. It's awful. That's why I really don't feel like harping on it for too long, because it's not like I don't feel like anyone is gaining anything by seeing somebody in this position of being poor and beggarly. Even if they have it all, they chose to pretend like they're not grateful because they felt like that was the only way to get more and more and more. And unfortunately, the value goes down. It's like Zimbabwean dollars. They're multi-billionaires, but it's not worth anything. So then you have four feathers here. Like, someone just needed to take a rake. Someone needs to take a rest. Maybe someone's raking leaves, or raking through your hair or something like that. But someone had to take a break, take a rest from chasing money, and really just appreciate what they have, because you realize once you get up to the top, now you just have a farther way to fall. But if you take that mindset up in the air that you're not grateful and you don't have enough, I don't know, it's just like, how far are you gonna go? Because there's something like, you aim for the stars and you landed on Mars, and Mars was like so far off from your goal, and it's just, it doesn't have anything that you expected, yada yada. And that's what I'm getting. Like, people are living on Mars and still unhappy. You have 5 of candles, and originally that wasn't even the energy. It was energy like, you're going places. No matter where you shoot, you're gonna land somewhere amazing. But if the people who are chasing these goals have the lack mindset that the earth is not gonna, Mars is even worse than the earth. Earth is the best place in the universe. And so people that don't see that, you can just imagine what their life is like. Nothing is good enough. They literally don't want to live on planet Earth. So that's what I feel like. The energy has just shifted, and there's a tower moment that's happening for them. I really didn't think that's what this energy was about, but that's what's happening. Like, all of a sudden, your enemies are living on a foreign planet. All of a sudden, the earth belongs to the Lord. The devil has gone to land on Mars. I really wasn't thinking it was going to be like that, because I'm like, I want to go live on Mars. But at the same time, if everybody is living on Mars, I'd rather live on Earth. Sometimes it's just about the peace. And Earth is a beautiful planet. I really don't know what that's about. Like, Mars. Okay, so then you have Ace of Air here. Cutting through all the BS. This is the truth. The honest truth. And also, I'm seeing the planet taking a reset. Because, again, the whole issue is that they don't see what's coming for a reason. And that was the reset. Is some sort of catastrophe that's happening. It might be something they just don't talk about, because what's the point of telling people that an asteroid is coming or whatever the case? That's what I feel like. There's a reason why people are trying to leave the planet, and then there's a reset that's happening, and then they'll come back to Earth and get right back to business or something. Like that's the only way that they survived the ice age is by living, or is a winter storm or winter's coming, something like in that area. So you have Four of Wands here, celebration. But again, I feel like the celebration is happening on Earth, or people are still, they're happy, but they don't realize what's coming. This energy is all over the place because it's really taking me by surprise. Like someone is so happy being alone. Or maybe what they're going to do is, this is so wild and imaginative, but like maybe there's Mars to repopulate it, just like what they did with America, because the Pilgrims were the poor ones. Well, isn't that right? They colonized the America, but it was the ones who couldn't get good jobs. It was the thieves and the criminals and people who didn't feel like they were treated fairly in England. I don't know too much about history, but that's what I'm getting. So you have Knight of Wands, passionate, confident, charismatic, and then you have restless here. So rest is coming up again. But that's what I'm getting. Like they're gonna send some people who, like they sent monkeys to space first. That's what I'm feeling like. They're gonna send some low level type of class citizens that they don't really care about, and watch them explode and whatever the case is. I'm not gonna say too much. I mean, this is the real world. I get it's the internet, but it's for entertainment. But at the same time, I don't want to see these things happen. So I don't want to see anybody get hurt. You have the dreamer, believing and protected, especially with the beginning. The vibe of this energy is that Mars was the good place. Like you were shooting for the stars, and Mars, you landed on Mars. Like that's good enough. At least you got past the moon. But there's always this escapist energy, like, welcome home. Let Earth be your home and be happy with your home. Appreciate who you actually are and not trying to run off and be someone else. I don't know who that's for. You have brilliant, experienced, humorous. Because I'm bringing it back to this relationship. Like I feel like there's a family that's leaving. Someone is leaving this family behind. Or maybe the kids are going off on a vacation. Or I'm about to say summer camp, but this is being uploaded in December. So I don't know. Do they go back to school or something? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Or someone's leaving and now they have the house to themselves. A lot is happening here. I'm going to need some clarity. With the Six of Earth coming up, it just feels like someone has the house to themselves. I don't know. I got kind of carried away with this Mars energy. So let's go. Let's get back on track. So there's something coming up here. Pilgrims. Oh my goodness. We are on track. A pilgrimage. We were just talking about pilgrims. It says onward steps. So maybe you are about to be used. Maybe you're about to be traveling new trailblazing, new territory. You're about to test out, but they went through hell. The pilgrims, I mean, whatever side you see it from, because we already know the Native Americans were displaced, etc. But the pilgrims were living in this new land. I don't know. I'm not picking any side, but it was just a horrible situation. The past was horrible. Okay, so they had to survive without advanced technology. They didn't understand the land. They were missionaries, trying to save people, and it's just a lot of energy that just doesn't allow you to flow and be flexible with earth and nature and just live your fullest best life. Like you have to be rigid and stuck to these rules because you feel like you're right, but even though you're wrong. So I don't know. And you have Peter, denial and weakness. Maybe someone does not want this challenge. Like they don't want to go on a pilgrimage. They want to stay home in a warm bed sipping hot cocoa and loving life, loving your own language. Like that's what I'm getting. Like somebody wants to go off and recolonize other areas, other planets, etc., etc., and somebody just wants to stay home and be at peace. But whoever is staying home is happy to see these people leave. And you might even be supporting it, like helping to fund these people leaving. I'll pay for your transportation just to have some peace at home because it's more peaceful at home once they leave. Dance to the rhythm of life. It says, "Today I find the joy in my heart." Can you read that? So it says, "Today I find the joy in my heart. I lighten my life by releasing what I no longer need. I align myself with who I am. I gently align who I am not. I am grateful for what I possess and am at peace with what I do not. I appreciate and accept my life as it is. I live according to the will. In this way, I dance with life and see the magic of love bloom." That's what I'm getting with the difference between the natives and the pilgrims, at least in the American sense. And probably with most people traveling from an unknown place to a place that's known by the people already there, the indigenous people to that land, of the seasons, the flow of the land, like what the land will reproduce, different plants that will grow in this land when it gets warmer, when it gets cold, when the how the seasons change, how the animals behave, the sound of the wind and everything, just being in a tune, in alignment with nature. That's what I feel like that's what this dance of rhythm is. And once these antagonizing entities leave, go to live on Mars, go live in Japan or wherever you want to migrate to. Wherever you want to migrate to. I don't know why Japan is coming up. No offense to anyone living in Japan, but where the heck is this going? That's the energy. I'm just going to leave it there. If that's something you're resonating well, because that was very random and I just read the cards as they came out. But pilgrimage really feels like a confirmation that somebody is resonating with this. Check out the playlist Welcome Home. So there's something there about that, and I would love to hear your side of things. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.